Hello boaters, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James and today we're out here on a beautiful day on our local pond and we have another amazing warship from Bancroft. This is the 68.9 inch Ticonderoga-class RC guided missile cruiser and it's absolutely stunning when you see it up close. We did a live unboxing of this a few weeks ago. You can definitely check that out. I'll put the link in the description down below. But everything you see here is what comes right out of the box. She comes with a battery, a charger, you've got the transmitter that comes with it. So now the only thing you have to apply out of the box are gonna be the decals. They give you a nice decal sheet, which is gonna have all different, all the numbers that you would need to make it any version of the Ticonderoga-class warship you wish. I went with the USS Shiloh, which is based in Pearl Harbor, and she is, again, absolutely stunning. What I love about this ship, as opposed to some of our 1/200, 1/150 scales. At 1/100 scale, the details are so much more pronounced. You know, in real life, compared to a battleship, compared to a destroyer like the Arleigh Burke, the Ticonderoga-class cruisers are gonna be smaller in real life. So when you got a 68.9 inch ship, you get much more detail, more pronounced. The radars on this, the paint job, the helicopter, the cannons, you get so much more pronounced detail that I absolutely love to see. It is one of my favorite looking ships because the ship in real life is, it's not symmetrical, it's more asymmetrical. You know, some of the stacks are on the left, some of the stacks are on the right, radars are all over. It's not the type of ship where it's a mirror image on port or starboard side, and I kind of dig that. It's absolutely stunning. But now as far as ballast goes, that's the only thing obviously you're gonna have to do. I ballasted with 10 pounds total. I put 2 pounds all the way up front, sitting right on the front of this. I got about 4 pounds right here, and then I got 4 pounds in the rear to sit her down, and that was enough to meet that water line. And she sailed absolutely beautifully out on the water. So yeah, that's what I would go with, about 10 pounds. But again, give or take, depending on where you move the ballast, you'll be around there. But I went with 10 pounds and it worked out well. So guys, that's enough of me talking right here. Let's get her in the water, take her for a sail. All right, we got the ship in the water. This is the Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser. We're out at our pond, our usual spot. And right now, I've been feeling her out. We were getting pictures. She's absolutely stunning. This is about quarter throttle, if even. Just to start out here, I got the rate switched to low rate on the rudder. So on the transmitter itself, you do have a switch. There's one prominent switch in the top left corner, the SWA switch, and that will give you high and low rate rudder. So low rate is obviously going to give you much more scale movements, but the high rate is great if you see yourself hidden, you know, heading into disaster, you know, something in your way, an object, you can turn much more sharply with the high rate rudder. But you can see she can get pretty far away. I mean, this is a smaller pond, but you have great range on this transmitter, and all around the Ticonderoga is absolutely stunning. I love the asymmetry of this ship compared to a lot of the other ones. You know, a lot of other ships almost look symmetrical everywhere you look, but this, it's like almost two distinct different views, whether you're looking at it from port or starboard. So I really love that. So again, I've just maintained quarter throttle. We got some wind. It's funny when the wind touches it, especially on the top, it'll definitely give it, you know, a tad bit of a lift when the wind catches it on the right side. Like you see the wind right now on camera is blowing left to right. So now I'm heading into the wind. But I'm gonna just give it a nice circle. This is low rate rudder, not even full low rate rudder. But she's absolutely gorgeous. We got a lot of people here today, and again, like all these Bancroft ships, when you take one out, everybody loves to comment. They've never seen anything like it. And just look at her stand. I've got I got 10 pounds of ballast in the Ticonderoga. I've got 2 all the way up front. I got 4 in the middle and 4 in the rear. And again, we are still at low rate rudder. So you can see this is now full right, and I'm giving it just a quarter throttle. But you can see it won't turn as sharp. But if I switch to high rate rudder, look at it spin around. Wow. Now I just want to show you, I'm going to open her up a bit. So right now I have no throttle. We're just sliding. Here we go. We're going to go full throttle in 3, 2, 1. Nice and quiet, but super quick on the water if you want. And this is now, I am at high rate rudder, so I'm not going to make a full sharp right. This is me very light on the right rudder. We're going to go around that buoy. I'm still full throttle, opening her up. I mean, look how far the bow comes out of the water. All that power in it. Absolutely gorgeous. Bring in the throttle back, and now the throttle's off. One thing these boats all have, especially the warships, you do have the ability to reverse. So if you're going to hit something, you just push down on the rudder. You don't want to go too hard. You will get water, over the top. Obviously, you got a hatch. Water shouldn't get inside, but again, it'll stop you almost on a dime. So if I go full throttle forward and then into reverse, I can stop almost immediately, which is, again, another thing if you've got this in a pool or you're heading towards a wall and you get nervous, obviously you don't want to smash your boat into anything, but especially a pond like this, there are sticks, there are rocks, jutting out of the water. If you see something, you can stop before you hit it. So now this is full rate rudder, and I'm gonna just increase the throttle as we're doing this circle. It's about half throttle now at full rate rudder. So you can see how tight, it's a pretty tight circle for, for a big ship like this. She's almost 6 feet long. And now, while I'm there, I'm gonna switch to low rate rudder. Now we're in low rate rudder, and you can see this is still full right. I might hit that buoy, but luckily I have reverse. There we go. But look how much that circle opens. So you can see the authority on high rate and low rate rudder. You get a much scaler sail with low rate. Your movements are going to be more scale. But all around, she's absolutely stunning. I added the stickers. I went with 67. That's the USS Shiloh. It's based out of Pearl Harbor. Remember, the Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruisers are decommissioned now. They are no longer going to make them. The Arleigh Burke destroyers kind of took over. There's no need for a cruiser when these big destroyers nowadays can do everything a cruiser can do and more. But when these hit the scene, they were one of a kind. I believe they were the first ships with that Aegis combat system. And, they definitely served well. And they'll continue to serve, the ones that are still going. But all around, she's an absolutely stunning ship. Definitely one of Alex and I's favorite as far as looks go. We both said the same thing pulling out. It's just very sharp. The details are great because being that she's only 1/100 scale, the details are more pronounced. The helicopter on the back, you can see the detail up close, like the rivet detail. There's more decals on it. Everything's just more pronounced when you're at the 1/100 scale versus a 1/150. A lot of the bigger ships, like let's say the USS Missouri, we have a 1/150 and a 1/200. They're about the same length. The 1/150 is longer than this, but the 1/200 scale is about the same length as this ship. But because the real ship was so much bigger, you're just getting smaller details on the ship itself. Whereas this one, it's clear as day. You can see the cannons, you can see the radars, you can see the doors, the hatches, and it's painted beautifully. Closer. You can even see under the water a little bit in the front there, the bowl. Absolutely beautiful. But all around, just an excellent ship like all these Bancroft ships are. And, the fact that you can pull this out of the box, it's ready to run. And basically all you have to do is ballast it and then you're ready to go. Now the battery inside, again, it's a 2800 2-cell. And if I just putz it around scale, you should easily get 30 minutes on it, maybe even more. So there you have it, guys. That's the drive. I'm gonna bring her into shore here, and then we'll finish up this video. So there you have it, guys. That's going to do it for us here at Motion RC. I hope you pick yourself up a Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser. The link is going to be in the description down below. And obviously, we'll have a link to all our other Bancroft warships because we have so many out there, from warships to civilian boats to speedboats to sailboats. You name it, we have it available in the Bancroft collection. But this one is an absolute stunner. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you can. Hit the like. That always helps. And as always, guys, thank you so much for shopping at motionrc.com and motionrc.eu, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.